Okay, everybody, this is Jerry from H&J. Today we're going to talk about futures. Today we're just going to talk about two futures. First, we're going to review the silver futures really quick because if you didn't watch the previous video, I don't know if you're coming from Facebook or Twitter, wherever you're coming from, but just watch the previous video. I think it's April 9th, and check that out, and you can see a little bit of background about the silver futures. But I'm just going to cover this real quick, the silver futures, and then we're going to go on and talk about oil. Okay, so we talked about descending triangle that started way back here on February 20th and had touch points on 3.7, 3.21, 4.4, and then again just today, 4.11. So just real quick, I want to show you all this. The descending triangle, the price comes down, touches the base of the triangle, goes all the way up, touches the top. You see this vertical line we drew in here? Then comes all the way back down, touches the bottom, touches the top, touches the bottom. Okay, let me get rid of this line right here for a second. Now, what do you notice about these lines up and down? Two things. First of all, the triangle, this triangle, or this angle, or the length of the base gets shorter, doesn't it? Look, this is from here to here is longer than from here to there, correct? As a matter of fact, this triangle is less than half the distance. Okay? So there's some geometrical significance to this. I'm not going to get all that right now, but there's definitely some geometrical significance to these triangles within this descending triangle. Okay, that's some a little bit more advanced analysis. I'm not going to get into that today. I'm going to keep this video short. Okay, but so the triangles get smaller because the space is smaller, obviously, but also the distance between the start and finish of the triangle gets smaller. Okay, so what do you think is going to happen next here? So this is the ideal low to the cycle, and sure enough, we said that this silver way back here, back on the 7th, somewhere right around here, we said it was going to go down, and it was going to come down and either touch this line or go below it. Well, what do you know? Came down and touched it exactly. The low here was 484. Okay, it touched it exactly. Now, it could come down some more, and it may or may not. The end of the cycle here is on 418. We're already looking at trading 412 session, April 12th. So there's only really 6 days left on this cycle, but it could come down more. It could still break below this. Okay, but what's going to happen? What we think is going to happen, because momentum is still going down here, so this price could definitely still come down. Okay, but what we can think is happen when we get to the beginning of this new cycle, it's going to break above this line. You can almost count on it. At some point along this cycle here, silver is probably going to break above this line. So over here it's about 515. Over here it's about 507. So we don't know for sure because there's still a lot left in this cycle to know what's going to happen for the next cycle. But looks like to me, just what we're seeing right now, as we go into the third week of April and the third and fourth week of April, that silver is definitely going to come back up above $15, maybe $15.10, $15.20, I don't know, $15.30. It could come up significantly. So we'll come back and visit this at that time. But yeah, this was a really good trade, an amazing trade. This just turned out really good. Okay, let's go look at oil. So oil is looking like it's beginning to fade. So oil's just been on an amazing run, just amazing. Okay. So this is the E-mini light sweet crude, because the H&J we tend to trade the E-mini oil because we like the contracts a little bit better because of margin. Okay. You can see, look at all this volume here. Look at this. Look at this. Volume just picked up dramatically. Look at this. This is the daily chart. So right around, let's say, March 18th, volume just took off. Look at that. Look at the price went up, the volume went up. Okay. So we're seeing now the momentum's begin to fade. But it's still too early to say for sure, but it is fading. That's a big one. Watching momentum begin to tip over and roll over and come down, that's really big. Also, you'll notice from all the way back here on March 29th that the thin red line right here, which is the 3-day exponential moving average, was above the yellow line, which is the 8-day exponential moving average, right? So right above yellow. And it stayed that way all the way from March 29th. And now here on April 12th, it's still above it, but not by much. And I talked about this before. This is really key for us at H&J. We watch this very carefully. If this 3 crosses over this 8, that's significant. Okay. For right now, the momentum is still very high. It's in the overbought area up here on the stochastic momentum index. And the Hall moving average is still green. But this is looking like it's beginning to weaken. We'll keep an eye on it because, oil has fooled a lot of people several times along the way. Okay. But right now, I would say as we move deeper into this cycle, the midway point of this cycle is about April 16th. And the end of the cycle, ideally, is around maybe April 24 through like April 29, somewhere in that area. So the chances of this coming down are starting to increase dramatically. Okay, we're just going to say that oil could come down to about 62.50. Okay, I'm just going to kind of shoot from the hip on that one for now. So we'll come back and visit this, but H&J is going to keep an eye on this for sure. This is looking like a possible short side trade coming up in the next week or two, maybe somewhere around there. Okay, that's it for now, guys. Guys and gals, hope you're having a great week trading. We'll talk to you again real soon.